Camera, action.
Hey y'all, welcome to Cajun Cooking TV today. In this episode, I'm going to be making deviled eggs so you can prepare for your next holiday meal or just for a snack, just like we're doing today. So stay tuned.
And before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and put on that post notification bell so you know when we upload another awesome video.
So in today's episode, we have deviled eggs, and I'm going to be steaming my eggs in my electric pressure cooker. If you do not have an electric pressure cooker, I will put an information card in the video so that you can see how to do it on the stovetop. Very simple as well. I just prefer doing it in my electric pressure cooker, or if you have an Instant Pot, same thing. So I have a dozen eggs here. I have a little egg platform, or you could put them in like a steamer basket. So I have choices here. So I'm gonna take the lid off and show you. You also have with each electric pressure cooker a little stand to keep things out of your water. So I have also put eggs around here. So you got a lot of choices. So I got 1 cup of water. You have to have at least a cup of water when you're steaming. So I'm gonna lay my eggs on here. I'll go ahead and put this in here so I don't have eggs rolling all over. I'm just gonna put all my eggs on the little circles, facing up. Okay, so I put the lid on. I've made sure my valves are all correct, facing the right direction. And I have it on steam, which is the second option. And I'm gonna change the time to 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm using for deviled eggs, same as I've done before. I'm using the 5-5-5 method. I'm gonna steam them for 5 minutes, let them sit for 5 minutes, and put them in the ice bath for 5 minutes. So here we go. All right, y'all, we're back, and we've steamed for 5 minutes, and I let them sit for 5, and already let out the steam. That's important. So I have a big bowl here of ice cold water. So I got ice and actually cold water out the refrigerator. So I'm gonna pull these out and stop that cooking process and set them in this ice water for 5 minutes. And then I'll show you how easy it is to peel them. It is time to peel some eggs, y'all. That is some cold water. So you always have like a kind of thinner end and then the fat end. So you want to go put the bum down. Just think of it that as the bum. And I'll just pat that down, and this egg shell just comes right off. It is amazing. I used to tear up an egg. Now it's amazing. So I'll get all these peeled, and we'll move on to the next step. But in the meantime, I got out my deviled egg tray here. And so I've got that ready to go too. Okay, I'm on my last one. They're peeling good. Beautiful. So I just got them rinsing back in my cold water here. I want to make sure I get all the little bits of shells off. And that lining, I like to make sure they're clean. All right. So next I'm gonna move back to a paper towel. Let me put this away. Michael put this in his composting pile. That's good for compost right there. Next up, we need to cut our eggs in half and separate out the yolks. So I'm gonna put on the paper towel so they get a little drier. Get out your sharp knife. Here it is. And I'm gonna cut them in half. Oh, perfect. Look at that pretty yolk. Pretty yolk. So next, I'm just gonna pop the yolks into a mixing bowl, small mixing bowl. And they're coming out really clean. That's it.
Did you know Cajun Cooking TV has a cookbook called Cajun Cooking Made Easy? Purchase today to enjoy our full recipes, instructions, links on how-to videos, and much, much more.
All right, y'all, it is time to take these egg yolks and make our filling. And it's really easy, just traditional stuff. Mayo, mustard, sweet pickle relish. I did chop up some olives, and then I sliced some olives for the topping. So I just have my egg yolks here. Got my trusty mix and chop. I'm gonna mix it all together. We'll start out with a 1/4 cup of mayo and see how that goes. I don't want it to be too runny. And I've got a little bit of mustard, yellow mustard. You can use Dijon mustard. I've got some sweet pickles, my olives, and we need some salt and pepper, black pepper, and salt. All right, I'm just gonna chop this all together to make our dip. So I got out my whisk to really mix it good. Now it's shaping up. All right. So I'm ready to fill. You can, of course, use a spoon. That would be fine. Or you can use a pastry bag. And I happen to have one. So I have my little end on here, the biggest one. And then I fix my little bag. You can use a Ziploc bag too, but I just happen to have these. All right, and I'm gonna take my filling here, get all that good filling, and get it into the pastry bag. There we go. Get in there.
Looks like it'd be easy just to take a spoon and put this stuff in the eggs.
Yeah, you can do that. A lot of people do that. And I'll leave some to demonstrate that as well. How about that? All right. Lift this up. Hold it tight. Okay. So I've got my eggs here all clean and dry, ready to go. So I'm gonna fill these. There we go. That makes them look pretty. Okay, and I'll do these two with a spoon just so you can see. Just get you a teaspoon like you use for cereal, and you just ladle it in there. Easy, easy. There we go. Mike, you want to come give a taste test? Give you a little extra. Get that ugly one. What we need?
I think it's probably perfect.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
really
Yay! Hooray! Okay. So now I'm going to put them in my little tray here. And since this is, has mayonnaise in it, you would want to not put this out until your guests arrive, because you want to keep it cool. Or if you're interested, I have a handy gadget for this. To keep it cool, it's called a cool and serve, and it has the little egg indentions for it, but it also has an ice insert to keep it cool for you. And I'll put a link for it down in the description below, so you can check it out. It's quite handy. I just sold one, as a matter of fact. Okay, so this has 15 little wells in it for your eggs. Now you could put some, if I had done 12 eggs, it would have filled up this whole thing, but if you have space here, put a little bowl, put some garnish, put some little pickles or olives or something like that, and you have a great looking appetizer tray. So now for the final step, I'm just going to put I took green olives and halved them. I'm just going to put those on each one. And for my last step, to make these pretty, I have some smoked paprika. Just sprinkle that. Now instead of paprika, I've actually sprinkled Tony Chachere's on there because I just love it. And it gives it a little kick. Well, these are beautiful, simple and easy to make for your next gathering or family affair. Deviled eggs, I would highly recommend this very simple recipe. We'll put the recipe down in the description below for you, and be sure to check out our next great videos.
It's a wrap.